Good afternoon, welcome. This afternoon we're here to talk about rewriting your life, rewriting your story to change your life. So it's a little exercise that we can do to help manifest things into our lives and change things that we want to. So the first thing you do is get your journal, and on the first few pages, write a little story about what your life's like now and what you have in your life. Just the story of your life as it is. Just paint a picture of the story of your life that it is now with your words. So the best way to do it is to sit quietly, take a few deep breaths, calm yourself down, just really center yourself, and then just really look at your life and the way it is from an internal perspective. Connect with your inner self and just look at your life the way it is. Now, having done that, I'll leave a few pages. You can just head that up, my life today as it is. And then you take your time and do that. When you've done that, you then create a story of the way you would like your life to be, the things that you would like to come into your life, the way you would like to feel, the type of job you would like to have, the area you'd like to live in, the type of house you'd like to live in, what's your furniture about, do you look like. Just tell a complete story of that, like writing a novel. Just sit down calmly and quietly, center yourself once again, connect with that inner creative being inside you, connect with that, with your creative energy, head your page, put the heading on this page, my life in the near future, and then describe your life as you would really like it to be, and do it in great detail. Think about it and think about the people that you would like to be around you, the area, the place in the world you would like to live, what area in that continent you'd like to live in. Would you like to live in the city? Would you like to live in the country or somewhere in between? Would you like to live on a houseboat or a yacht? Would you like to be traveling the world constantly? How would you like your income to be coming to you? What situations would you like in your life? What hobbies would you like to be able to be participating in? Just write it out fully, taking your time, not rushing, just focusing on what it is and visualizing what it is you'd really like in your life. And then just write that down. And then when you've finished doing that, and you can take your time, you can go back and read the initial story of how your life is now and compare how your life is now and your future life as you see it, what you would like in it. And just take notice of some of the things that you want in your future life are quite possibly already in your life now. So look at that and give thanks for those things that are already there and all the wonderful things that you enjoy that are in your life as it is now. And write a little list on a couple of pages over of the wonderful things you already have in your life, and write that down. And then beside it. You may have written down a whole heap of negative things that are occurring in your present life that you really don't want there and you want them to change. So you can then on the next page write a list of the non-functional or negative aspects from the story you wrote in the first place about your life as it is now. Just write that list down on one side of the page and see all these things that aren't functioning properly in your life, and just write that little list down. Take your time about that and do it. Now, when you've done it, and you've done that list on one side of the page, on the other side of the page, you write positive aspects, or probably be better to say positive changes to my present life. And then you gradually go down the list. So you look at the first word you've written that you feel is negative or unproductive or unsatisfying. And say, for example, it was I'm working in a job that I really don't like. I'm really dissatisfied with my way of earning or my job, or however you put it. And then on the positive aspects of how you would like those things in your life, then you would write down beside it, I am in a job that I love and enjoy, for example. So you'd go through each one and think about turning the negative into a positive. And then you'd write the list of positive words or several words on the other side of the page. So when you've studied that and done all that, then you're ready to change your story, to write the story as you really wish it to be when you've examined both. And so now you will write, you give yourself a really realistic time, and you put a date at the top heading of the next page. So you could say, this is the story of my life, and the date is 16th of December 2021. Well, actually, that's probably a little bit too soon. You need to give yourself more time to change things. So maybe you could write, this is my life, December the 16th, 2023. That gives you 2 years for things to come about. And so you start to write down for existence. I'm Kath, and I enjoy my life. I have many friends around me. My family is around me. My income comes to me in an easy and enjoyable fashion. And just keep going, but be very specific, be more specific than that. And as you write down what you really want your life to be, if you want to be having 3 holidays a year or 4 holidays a year, you might want to specify where you live, and you could do that by, when you say, you could start back saying, my name is Kath, I live in, whatever country, in a particular area or in a particular street, if you know the street you'd like to live in. And I live in my beautiful house, and then go on to describe the house. And I live with whoever you wish to live with. And mention your animals and the loved ones you wish to have around you, and talk about your garden and the decor of your rooms and the colours, and just write down very specifically how you want your life to look. And just let it flow. That flow through, and keep writing until you've done it all, till it's all written out. And then just put that away and forget about it for a little while. Go back and read the changes that you'd like in your life, the positive from the negative. And then once you've come to really recognise what it is in your life, and you're ready to acknowledge and accept that, then you start each night reading your page that you've headed up with the date on it for the future, and you read it out to yourself 2 or 3 times before you go to bed. And just do that every day for 2 weeks. If you miss a day, that's okay. Just redo it and add an extra day on at the end. And then just put it away and forget about it. And as you're reading it out to yourself, actually visualise it and see it and feel it. And this is a really good way to bring things into your life. It's quite an easy exercise. And another thing you can do if you choose to is after your 2 weeks, you can go back and you can compare your life as it is now and how you wish it to be. And review that, do that every 3 or 4 months. And just see what's shifted in that time and how things have changed. Just see the changes happening to come into your life, because you're starting to live your life as you want it to be in the future. And so it's moving closer and closer and closer to you. So that's just a little tip that you may find helpful. So probably would be a good idea if you listen to this, watch this video through first, and then get your pen and your journal and go back and listen again, and then stop it wherever you want to, pause it wherever you want to pause it, and then just continue to write in your journal. And you can always go back and check it at any time, or you might want to write the program down in your journal first as to the steps that you want to take. Okay, hope that was helpful. Just a little exercise to try. I'll be back tomorrow with the daily intuitive reading. So if you enjoyed that, give it the thumbs up, subscribe and share. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Love and blessings, Kath.